I have filmed this one before. It's all that front there and then a little side along there. Well, not little, but it's not huge by any means. Then there's a big backyard about the same size as this front yard. You can't see any stripes because I cut it sideways instead, but cut down to 3 inches. Washer fluid keeps me hydrated. It's actually water with Mio flavoring in it because I can't stand regular water. It drives me crazy. Well, it doesn't drive me crazy. I just don't like the taste of it. I need some flavoring. And if you drink pop and stuff all day, you'll be dehydrated as hell because of all the sugar. So I drink at least a gallon of water a day, and I just put different flavor Mios in it. Not like Brian from Top Nacho. He squirts that whole bottle in there. Too strong for me. I just need that little bit of flavor, just to give it a touch of flavor, not that super sweetness. I can't do that. But anyway, so I put new sneakers on the walker. I've been meaning to do it for a few weeks now. They just spin like crazy. I get no traction with them. So I ordered new ones. I paid like $110, $115 for the pair. On eBay, ordered them, and then I took them to my buddy's shop this morning and had him swap them over. They are the low profile tires. So they're on there, they're done, which will make things much better. I do have a gearbox seal leaking. I got the new seals, haven't done it yet. It ain't leaking that bad, it's just a little bit. I've been keeping a close eye on it just to make sure. And so Wednesday is the day that I use the walker the most, which today is Wednesday. I could use it on any day, but Wednesday's the day I really need it. I got a bunch of houses I do that have a lot of flower beds close together, and it's just easier to use the walker, which is the main reason I got it. So I'll get it through today, and then sometime over the next couple of days I will get the seals changed. I will be getting a video up on the Great Dane that I bought. And I'll go into full detail about that. The main things I really had to order was I had to order 3 new spindles and a clutch. No big deal. Which the spindles will be here today, and the clutch tomorrow, I think. So all of that done. I can't wait to start mowing with that thing. But I'll get a video up on that soon. It is hot. It's hot today. It's only like 9:30 in the morning. It's thick. It's muggy. Just hot. Like temperature wise, not that bad. I think it's like 89, 90 degrees today, but the humidity is crazy. The dew point's like 75. It's hot. It's just that thick air you try to breathe in, you're like, ugh. It's hot. It makes you sweat like crazy, to the point where I'm weed whacking and I gotta stop halfway through a yard because I'm looking down and there's like water puddles inside my sunglasses, and I gotta dry them off and go back at it. But whatever, that's the nature of the beast. So I have no idea what will be in this video today. I wasn't even planning on making one today, but I will we'll see what happens. can't remember if I've ever filmed that yard before. But I've had that one for a while. It's a nice yard to mow. I can mow it in any direction I want, and it always stripes really well. But anyway, a lot of people have asked me, what do I think about those bins in the back of the hopper? I mean, they are what they are. They're nice. It's pretty quick. A lot of grass fills in behind the bins, in between the bins and the door, and in between the bins. So, I mean, when you open the back door, a bunch of grass falls out, and then you dump the bins out in the back of the truck, and there's still a bunch of grass laying inside the hopper. The bins won't slide back in with all that grass laying there. So you gotta lean one bin up against the back caster wheel and pull all the grass out in the bin and then dump the bin in. I mean, would I do it again at $150 per bin? That's $300 worth of freaking bins right there. Would I do it again? No, definitely not. I had this original idea that I was just going to carry like a blue recycling bin or something with me, and I would just set it on the ground and pull the grass out into that and then dump that into the truck. Because doing it by myself, I can't dump it onto a tarp like a lot of people do. If it's wet grass, you don't want to dump it into like a 50-gallon brute garbage can. You know, that shit's just way too heavy for one guy. You can do it, and I'm sure I'd do it for the first few months, but it'd get real old real quick. And I can't take the chance of like throwing out my back or something, and I'm by myself. If I do that, then, you know, I'm screwed. How am I going to do the rest of my lawn? So I think if I were to do it over again, I would definitely not buy those bins. I would just use like a recycling bin or something, like I was originally gonna do. I mean, recycling bins are only so big, so, you know, I'd probably have to like shovel some out like 3 times and dump that in, but I guarantee I could do it just as fast as pulling them 2 bins out and then taking one bin and shoveling the rest of that out with my hands into the bin and dumping that, and then picking up what's on the ground and putting that in, or you just run it back over with the mower to pick up what fell on the ground. So I have like 4 of those recycling bins. I mean, I could have saved myself a ton of money. So that's just my input on those bins and what I would do. I wanted to show you guys what it looked like. I'll go back and watch it before I upload this, but I hope it caught it all. I really didn't have anywhere to set the camera, so I hope it caught it all, and you got to see what's actually involved with using those bins. The point of that little clip was, it doesn't matter how nice the stripes look in their yard. If you leave tire marks in their yard, they ain't gonna be happy. Thank God that this is not a picky customer. They're really, really good people, and I've had them for a while and they've been fantastic towards me. But you got to remember, the only time in my life I have ever run a walker is when I bought this one, and I taught myself how to drive it. Walkers are far and few between around here. Nobody has walkers. I think I've seen one other guy with one. So I didn't know anybody that knew how to ride one, and I just had to figure it out, which is no big deal. But yeah, I remember the tires that were on there when I got it weren't that great, and you could whip right around everywhere and the tires would never leave a mark. Well, now that I have those new tires on there, I'm trying to be more careful. I kind of have to reteach myself how to ride this thing to avoid that. That was awesome. Made a complete mess of my camera and my mount. This is what I had the camera on. I had it clipped in here and this sitting flat in the grass on the ground. I cleaned it all off obviously already, but whew, running over big fat shrooms, always cool, always a good idea. That was a mess. All right, that's it for this one. Nice long one. See you guys in the next one for sure.